The work is called Informal Solutions, and it's a project I've been working on since 2003 in Hong Kong. It's mainly about the back alleys of Hong Kong, and there are tens of thousands of them. Every block is intersected in the middle by a back alley, and it's the back entrance for the kitchens. It's where the workmen and the workers and the cleaning ladies park their carts and dry their mops and gloves. And I fell in love with this. It's a form of vernacular culture, everyday culture, and I just find the creativity that one can see there, the multitude of variations of how to dry a mop, is just astounding. Because Hong Kong is such, the wealth gap is so huge. You have a large amount of very, very poor people, and they're not unemployed. They all work. Cleaning or washing dishes, but the salaries are very, very low. They're 6,000, 7,000 Hong Kong dollars. And the rent alone for a small 300 square foot, which is 30 square meter apartment, is already 15,000. So you're earning 6,000. So it's very, very difficult to survive unless you're resourceful and you're thrifty. And all these things you see in the back alley are examples of this resourcefulness and thriftiness that these people have as tools, because if they didn't, they couldn't survive. So the rule is you never throw anything away. If you're opening a box which is wrapped in string, you put it behind a pipe. If you see some rubber bands, you have a place where you keep rubber bands. If there's some plastic, you jam the plastic behind the pipe. So it's almost like a back alley museum, and there are always chairs there. So if you're tired and want to sit down, you just sit down on one of the discarded chairs. No one ever throws a chair away, even if it only has 3 legs. You lean it against the wall, and then you can still sit in it. That's the wonderful thing about photography, is that it's the best way to document something for prosperity. In 2 generations, say in 40, 50 years, when Hong Kong is totally different, you'll still have a very good record. I mean, I've done an encyclopaedia. It's really a totally obsessive project. With 22 chapters, you'll know very well how these back alleys looked, and you'll probably realize the value of it. Over the years, I've become quite well known in Hong Kong, especially because of my bag. I've been on TV, and when my book came out now in January, that was the first time Informal Solutions has been published by a Hong Kong publisher. And there was a tremendous amount of media interest. Not so much that they appreciated the back alleys, but they found it just totally strange that a foreigner would spend so much of his time going back and forth and looking. So they went with me and they filmed me with the bag. And afterwards, when I went into a back alley, there were several. They pointed to the bag and they knew they knew what I was doing. And I think, to a certain extent, I've created awareness that they suddenly realize that what they're doing subconsciously is actually quite beautiful.